Aime 2nd, 2021, problem number 7, American Invitational Mathematics Examination. The problem says we have these four equations, a squared plus b squared plus c squared plus d squared equals m over n. M plus n is what? Okay, here we have these m over n. M and n are relatively primes. We should find m plus n. For solving this problem and a lot of problems from BMO, British Mathematical Olympiad, one of the most important thing is to replace. Finding something, then replace. For example, here, from first one, a plus b is negative 3. Here you can say, okay, if we factor, we want to create a plus b. If you factor from c here, ab plus c, a plus b is negative 3 equals negative 4. So we've calculated that AB equals 3. If you take it to the right hand side, it will be 3C minus 4. And now here we want to replace AB and A plus B with C and D to have two and to reach two equations, two variables. So the first one ABC and this one CD, we factor from CD. A plus B we have, again here we have AB. So you can say if you consider third equation, ABC plus D plus CD A plus B equals 14. A plus B is negative 3 and AB is 3C minus 4. So if we simplify that, it will be what? 3C squared plus 3CD minus 3CD. So it will be what? They will be cancelled. And okay, so negative 4C, negative 4D, negative 4C, negative 4D equals 14. Okay, now here we want to use the fourth equation, AB. We know AB. We replace it with here 3C minus 4, 3C minus 4 times CD, which equals 30. So here, look, we have two equations. We want to get rid of one of them. So if we want to get rid of, we should see we can find D in terms of C or C in terms of D. For example, here you can find D in terms of C and replace it here, or you can find here D in terms of C and replace this part. Okay, so if we factor here, we will see 3C minus 4 here. So if we factor C, 3C minus 4, then we will see exactly we have this thing here. So it will be what? It will be this one. Let me write. This one is this one is this. So it will be 30 over D. So we found one equation, one variable. 30 over D minus 40. Let's take negative 14 to the left hand side. It will be negative 14. Now we have a quadratic function. You multiply both sides by D on. Maybe someone says, okay, maybe D is 0, you can divide. Here, if D is 0, right hand side should be 0. It is 30, so D is not 0, so we can consider that. We multiply both sides by D, by negative D. It will be 4D squared minus plus 14D minus 30, which equals 0. And then we divide by 2. It will be 2D squared plus 7D minus 15, which equals 0. Okay, now if we use quadratic formula, it will be d negative b plus minus b squared 49 minus 4ac, which is 4 times 2, 8 times 15, 120. It will be over 2a4. It will be 169. Root of that will be 13. Try to memorize 1 squared to 31 squared at least. So it will be 1 negative this. So the answer for D equals what? Negative 7 minus 13, negative 20 over 4, negative 5. Negative 7 plus 13, 6 over 4, which will be 3 over 2. Okay, now that we found D, let's calculate C. So C was what? We can use this formula to find C. Okay, let's consider the first case. D equals negative 5. Okay, so let's consider if D is negative 5. Then what? We have 3C minus 4 times C. Negative 5, 30 over negative 5 will be negative 6. And if we calculate that, it will be 3C squared minus 4C plus 6 equals 0. And C will be 4 plus minus 16 minus 4. This on the discriminant will be negative 4 times 3, 12 times 6, 72, and we don't have any answer. Here, Okay, so we should consider the case that d equals 3 over 2. If we replace here 3c minus 4 times c equals what? Equals 3, 2. We multiply both sides by 2 over 3, it will be 20. Okay, so let's solve quadratic formula for this part. 3c squared minus 4c minus 20 equals 0. And if you use quadratic formula, c 4 plus minus 16 minus 4ac, which will be plus 240 over 2a, which is 6. It will be 256 and root of that will be 16. So 4 plus minus 16 over 6. 4 plus 16, 20. 20 over 6, 20 over 6, or 4 minus 16, negative 12, negative 12 over 6. If we simplify these two fractions, the first one will be 10 over 3 and the next one will be negative 2. Okay, we found two answers for C. Now we want to find AB, and at the end of the problem, at the end of the solution, we should check that 4 equations should be satisfied. So here we said AB is 3C minus 4, A plus B is negative 3. So if I calculate, copy these parts, Control C. So here we replace C with the two values that we've reached so far. AB is 3C minus 4 equals what? The first case, case 1. It will be what? 3 times 10, it will be 10, 10 minus 4, 6. And A plus B is negative 3. So we should try to find A and B. So here you can say, okay, B is 6 over A, so it will be B plus 6 over A equals negative 3. If we multiply both sides by A, it will be A squared. And this one, negative 3A, take it to left hand side, it will be plus 3A plus 6 equals 0. And then if we use quadratic formula, the discriminant will be less than 0. Why? Because it will be 9B squared minus 4AC minus 24, which will be negative 415, and it will be less than 0. The second case, so we have only one case, A plus B, C is what? Negative 2. Negative 2, 3 times negative 2, negative 6. Negative 6 minus 4, negative 10. Oh, sorry, it's AB. AB equals negative 10 and A plus B equals negative 3. Now let's find A and B. So here we will have what? We replace B with negative 10 over A and we replace it here. Then A minus negative 10 over A equals negative 3. If we multiply both sides by A, then we have what? We have A squared minus, it is negative 3A, take it to left hand side, it will be plus 3A minus 10 equals 0. So if we use quadratic formula, it will be negative 3 plus minus root square 3 squared 9 minus 4, it will be 40, 4AC over 2. It is 49, 7. Negative 3 plus minus 7 over 2. So A will be what? Negative 3, negative 7. It will be negative 10 over 2, negative 5. And the next one, A and B switch. The next case, if we calculate 7 minus 3, 4 over 2, 2. So in this case, A is negative 5, some of them is negative 3, so it will be 2. In this case, it will be negative 5. So, because the problem says find A squared, B squared, C squared, D squared, it is not important to consider which case. So, if I calculate that, so let's consider the cases. D was what? Look here, the cases that we've checked, C negative 2. C negative 2, and for this one, D 3 over 2. We've checked that D negative 5, it has contradiction. So D is 3 over 2, C is negative 2. 3 over 2, negative 2, and for example, let's consider one case, negative 5 and 2. So we should check these for the 4 equation we have. Okay, our 4 equation, if we consider, or let me paste it here. Okay, let's check. A plus B is negative 3, that's okay. AB is what? Negative 10. BC is what? Negative 4. CA is what? Negative 3. And, sorry, here CA. CA is plus 10. Plus 10. Is it negative 4? Yes, because A will be cancelled. So second equality is okay. ABC, it will be what? Plus, it will be 4 times 20. BCD, it will be 2 times 2, negative 6. CDA, so the sign will be plus 2, 2, 3 times 5, 15. DAB will be what? 2, 2 will be cancelled, 3, negative 15. They will be cancelled, 20 minus 6, 14. And last one will be, okay, ABCD. If you multiply, the sign will be positive, 2, 2 will be cancelled, 3, 2, 6, 6 times 5, 30. And 30 equals 30, so the last one is also okay. Now the problem says what? Calculate a squared b plus b squared plus c squared plus d squared equals mn, or m over n, which m and n are relatively primes. M plus n is what? So if you calculate the first one, 25, the next one, 4, c squared 4, and this is 9 over 4. If we calculate this, 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 25, 33. 4 times 33, 12, 1, it's this, plus 9 over 4, which equals 141 over 4. So it is m, and we see that it is also, they are relatively prime numbers. So the answer of the problem, which equals m plus n, equals 145. If you have any question about the solution of this problem or other problems, feel free to send a message to my WhatsApp number in the description and comments. Also, subscribe my YouTube channel, turn on the notification, and like my videos, and turn on the notification and subscribe to have next videos.